Hey, this is Kia.
Hey, it's MJ, and welcome to this week's episode of Dude No Way. This week we have another special guest, a friend from high school. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Micaela, and I'm just so honored to be here.
Aw, welcome. We thought it'd be awesome to have Micaela on an episode talking about private schools and, the stereotypes and everything, since we've all been private school, like what, K through, who knows?
12.
Yeah.
No, me and Micaela have been K through senior year of college.
16 years? Oh, wow.
Oh, triggered. I don't think about that until people literally remind me. Like, they're like, you never went to public school. And I was like, shit, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we all went to, all elementary at least, up to until high school. So we have those shared experiences. But I went to school in the East Bay, but then I've heard like a lot of really like kind of dramatic stories about private elementary schools in San Francisco. Like when I came out here for high school, everyone knew each other, and I was surprised that everyone knew each other.
No, yeah. Because I went to a Catholic school, like in the Sunset District, and there was like 4 or 5 like kind of main ones. And I know Micaela like went to one of the main ones where there's this part like West Portal where like kind of like all those schools would kind of like go to after school, and you'd be like, oh, they went to like St. Anne's, or they went to St. Stephen, St. Francis, St. Cecilia, whatever. And then you'll just be like, not that it's like a rivalry, like some like people would be friends with each other from those other schools and stuff like that. But no, yeah, West Portal is definitely like the go-to place for like all of us, at least I think.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, easily. It was a weird thing. We were like only rivals, I would say, in probably sports, likely. I mean, I would say in terms of which schools you and I went to. But yeah, no, going up to West Portal, it was a good time, kind of.
The West Portal Park that everyone would go to, and then I'd be like so scared to go up to because like all the popular kids would go there. I'd be like, I'm shy.
Like not me going to West Portal Park after school. And I'd be like, Mom, please come pick me up.
I'm scared. I'm dead.
No. She's like, take the L. I'm like, all right. Well,
interesting. Little cool kids club.
Cool kids club, but like I was definitely not in that. I just disrupted the peace. I was like, what's up? And they're like, get out. I'm like, no. I'm here to go on the slide. I'm here to go to the playground.
I'm here to go on the swings.
Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So were you all like hella cliquey too? And then
I mean the popular kids were kind of cliquey, yeah. Doing their own thing. I mean, I had like my 2 or 3 friends.
Same.
The people of color gang.
The only people of color stick together at your private schools.
Yeah. But no, everyone was super cool. Not too bad cliquey. Like, at least for me, I feel like they weren't standoffish to me, but I feel like there were definitely some kids that would be a little more cliquish towards. We're not gonna bring up names or nothing. But cliques were definitely a thing in elementary school and high school. So but that's I feel like that's with anywhere, So
yeah.
No, these cliques, they're just so rude. I'm like, we're all here trying to have a good time, and they're like, it seemed to me, or like from my experience, it was like a territory thing almost, where it's like you go to the park and they're like, why is she here? Like, why are they here?
Like, it's a public park, bro. What do you mean?
You're also like 12 years old. You don't own this park. Like, what is this little 12-year-old gang of like my school? Our uniforms. Not many people probably don't know this. We look like sailors. I'm like, y'all look like a bunch of little sailors. You should go on a boat. We're not. You're in a park. You don't own this place. And they were just cliquey. But I feel like I just go up like with my cool little group of friends and just grab snacks and vibe, and everyone else would just be like, who cares, bro? We're all trying to have a good time. Like, we're all just hanging
seriously.
Out. And then also another thing, Micaela, I don't know if they did this at your school, but like within that popular group, I feel like everyone kind of like dated each other. It was hella weird now that I think about it. I'm like,
I forgot about middle school dating, bro.
Yeah, no.
Dating in middle school wasn't me. Don't know her. Everyone was like, Micaela's annoying. I'm like, you're right. I'll take it.
You're right. What about it? Oh my God. I'm like sweating just thinking about middle school. I forgot that was a thing.
Oh wow, she's triggered.
Wait. Micaela, you said you had this sailor type of uniform?
Yeah, it was really like, I don't get it. Like, who designed those uniforms? I don't know what fabric it was made out of. We looked like sailors. Like, the girls had to wear like these little blue ties, like little weird blue, like it had the blue flap on the back, and the white shirt felt like cardboard. Like, it wasn't stretchy or anything, and it was like white and navy blue. I'm like, who designed it?
Y'all are cute, but I would hate to be in that myself.
Yeah.
It literally looks uncomfy. Right.
Wait, did you have to wear the ties thing like in 7th and 8th grade? Because with our school, there was like a shift. Like first you wear like, the jumper, and then you stop wearing the jumper, but you still got to wear the red tie. And then like I think it was 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, you don't have to wear the tie anymore. You just wear like the collared shirt and then like the bottom skirt, you know.
Yeah.
But you had to wear that till 8th grade, the tie.
Yeah, from K through 8, we had to wear ties. They were probably a little bit easier on us, like in the early grades, like 1 through K through 3, to be like, if you don't, or 2, they're like, if you don't have your tie, it's fine. But if you didn't have your tie later on, you got like maybe like a uniform slit, like a whatever those things are called. Like you got a notice if you didn't have it ready, but I'd say like we didn't have such a transition like that. It was mostly like not as designated. It was mostly like, growing up, like probably K through 5, you could wear, like, girls could have the option to wear like a skirt, pants, or like shorts, and guys could wear like pants or shorts. And like that was like kind of what it was. Like girls would mix it up, and then once you got like middle school, most of them just wore, like, the girls would start to wear the skirts more so. So it was like cool not thing. Yeah, and I'm like, why can't we just wear like pants or like, I'm not gonna wear a skirt in the cold. And then but on Fridays we get to wear polos, so that was cool. But other than that, no.
Wow, you had a nice casual Friday.
Casual Friday.
Did y'all ever have to pay $1 to do like free dress or like casual dress day or anything?
That sounds really familiar. I remember free dress day. It's literally called free dress. I remember the serotonin that word gave me. I'm like, Mom, it's free dress on Friday. What am I gonna wear?
Right. But
and it was usually Fridays. I don't remember what was $1, but that sounds like freaking familiar. No, damn, private schools making a come up with our little dollars. But mine was similar to Kia's, and like it was jumpers until, what was it? Pretty young.
Like 3rd grade.
Yeah, it was jumpers, which is like a skirt attachment to like a full on like a vest kind of looking thing, but they were attached fully, so you had to like put it on like a dress. And then that same pattern was just the skirt part from then on till graduation. And then I was one of those dumbasses that wore the skirt all year round because I just couldn't find a pants like the nice navy blue school pants that like fit me well. I can't find those nice Dickies when I'm growing that much. So I never could find the nice pants. So I wore freaking skirts all year long. And then, yeah, we had like certain shirts, and we had like school sweatshirts, like either hoodie or a crew neck. And then our shoes were strict. You could only wear, I think, white, blue, like plain ass colors. It was the worst.
I feel that
so strict.
All white sneakers.
Oh, what? And then the boys wore black shoes, but girls had to wear white. And like, you know what they didn't let us wear that like really pissed me off? They wouldn't let us wear, or at least I don't think. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't let us wear Converse or like high top.
Yeah.
Like that's
and
so
for what?
rude. What are you trying to prove?
Why are you restricting my shoe wear? And also, we had to, the whole like all white shoes, like it couldn't have any sort of color on it. And I don't know what our like yard was covered in, like what kind of cement, but it was like black. So pretty much at the end of the school year, your shoe, not even just the bottom, the whole part of all of it was just like black eventually. And then they're like, why is your shoe not white? I'm like, maybe because we're running around in like black tar.
Yeah, do you want to clean my shoes? Like, hello?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Crazy. I forgot that was the thing. I think he had told me about that like once, because at least that's a point in my school that we weren't that strict. But yeah, they had to have like certain colors, and I think the laces had to match. Like you couldn't have like bright laces or something. It was like really, it was annoying. And then things like, nail polish wasn't allowed in private schools, at least like ours.
Dangly
What's it called?
earrings. Did you have those?
Dangly earrings. Yeah. Oh my God. Makeup, obviously. You couldn't change your hair color or something. It couldn't be like super extravagant. Like had to be close to your natural hair color or something. But then stuff like that. Oh my God. Bro, when silly bands were a thing, those one and the I Heart Boobies bracelets, they got so there was like such like a hierarchy to them that they like caused bullying or whatever, and they got banned for a bit. Apparently they're banned today. Like kids can't wear those to school.
That's crazy.
Depending on some schools. I just saw one article about it. I like skimmed an article. But
wait, silly bands or the I Love Boobies? Or both?
The silly bands, I think the article is mostly about. But like you unfold a silly band, it's a fucking shape of an animal. What's the problem?
Yeah. Why do you get bullied for wearing like a giraffe? I'm confused. How does bullying fit in?
They don't want to.
But yeah, that was the thing. I was never cool enough to have those. I just took other people's. Like I'd wear them for the day, and that's it. So that was that.
They were so aggressive. All that stuff in terms of like nail polish and makeup was like our 8th grade teacher. She was like a nightmare, horrible, and she would keep a bottle of like nail polish on her desk, and if she saw you had like a lick of color on your nails, and she'd be like, "Go take it off right now, or else I'll like
remover,
cut your throat."
Oh,
yeah, she's like, and it was just crazy. And any chance they saw you wearing makeup, like I had this one teacher who hated me. I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm 11. Like, why do you hate? Like, what did I do?" She hated me, and I wore mascara to school one day, and she
Scandalous.
called me out in front of the entire class when she was teaching. She goes, "Micaela, I can see that you're wearing mascara." And then she pretty much says this in front of everyone else. And she goes, "It's really obvious you're wearing mascara. See, this girl, another girl in my class, she's like, she can wear mascara because it looks natural on her, but you cannot." And I was like, "Why? I am 11, ma'am. I'm in like 7th grade."
There's really teachers like that like feel personally attacked by 11-year-olds.
Yeah. Came from my neck. For what?
Oh my God.
What did you have to gain?
Thank you. Are you happy that you like smacked a 12?
Bullied an 11-year-old? Like,
thank you. She was my bully.
We're in our 20s now and we remember that. Like, I hope you know what you did, ma'am. Like, you screwed us over. Okay, have y'all ever been walked up by a teacher with a ruler in their hand and then they check the length of your skirt? Mm-hmm. Traumatized.
Oh, sideways, always. I'm like, I'm sorry. And you did this for what?
I forgot how. I think it was you couldn't be over 2 inches above your knee, and I'm like, that's where my hips lie. If I go anywhere lower, like it hurts. Like it hurts my like physical stomach. Can't believe it.
And like the fingertip test, they're like, put your hands down, like direct. Like if it goes above your fingertips, I'm like, ma'am, I also have long arms. I don't like. I got a wingspan. I don't.
Exactly. Oh my God, yeah. These are the type of things that I feel like we fit like the stereotypes, like strict uniform, and then like we're really like bland, and so that's why we had to do this when we like got out of private school and stuff like that. I feel like the funniest stereotypes that are completely true is like school dances. So you're like, save room for Jesus, or make sure there's enough room for the Bible or something. And I'm like, I like, it's traumatizing then, but it was so true back then that it's so funny now. Like I can't believe those were excuses.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. One thing I will say about like uniforms though, that I'm going to look at it as a plus is, we didn't have to wake up every day and like think about what we had to wear. I will give it
Amen.
that. I will.
Yeah. The most thing I was stressed about was like, oh my God, like I ran out of socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's literally it. Or like which shoes am I going to wear today? Like which pair of white shoes or something am I going to wear? But yeah.
Which jacket might I flex? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not a creative person or like a dressy person, so that did help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Definitely like that. Except when it came to high school and those like nude colored pants, and then we were like riding
khakis.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot the word. And you wear khakis and you get like the looks you get because I think it's your skin color, and I'm just like,
yeah, I could never
to wear these.
Those 4 years, I could never find a good pair of khakis.
Literally.
I went for the white pants after freshman year. But the one thing I will say that did upset me in a sense was like, there's a rite of passage when you get into high school. From how I see it, it was like, okay, you're a freshman. You wear like these little baggy khakis, like you're not cute. You're a little freshman. Like that's who you are. That's how it is. And like you go through that, and that's your rite of passage for a year. And then you like find nice pants or whatever, maybe a little more fitting. Like, yeah. And then like we got older, and I don't know what's with these younger generations, like being old as hell now, or dressing old as hell, and like,
dude, they look so old.
they got the nice pants or they got the this and that. I'm like, you're supposed to look like how we all did. Like,
no, you have to earn to look this good.
You got to wear the extra big polo. Like, you got to.
Oh my God, hand-me-down polos. Yeah, I always got hand-me-down polos and skirts. Like from family friends. Like my sister was 6 years older than me, so we didn't really save her stuff. So then I got it from like family freaking friends. And I was like, I've never met you, but I guess I'll wear your clothes. And they barely fit. So you either have to grow into them or you have to like fit into them. Like it was crazy. But yeah, I saw one of my cousins today. She's, oh my God, I'm a horrible cousin. I think she's 16, 17. But she's going to the high school that we went to. All three of us went to. And first of all, her like day outfit today was hella cute. And like, I was like, that's not fair. I was never that cute at your age. She just laughed it off. And I was like, I'm serious. First of all, she was like hella cute. Like she had like platform docks and like really nice white thrifted pants and like one of those chunky belts with the whole rings. Like she's cool. She's a cool kid. It's not fair. First of all. But then what I heard about,
I'm shook.
I don't know. She's so cute. Anyways, she said something about the uniform that they do now. They got more lenient at one point. They allowed them to wear black pants, some dark colored jeans and stuff. They it up so hard where people were trying to sneak in leggings. They lost the privilege. I think they have to wear khakis again. They're not in school, but when they were, they it up so hard. They literally had it all. Imagine that being
I couldn't
us.
even imagine that for us. Like,
dude, remember when they were mad at us for wearing those white pants, or like we were kind of straying to like khaki green, and they were like, no, and then we were just like kept doing it. They're like, what the f*** are you gonna do? Send me out of school? Like, yeah, what do you like? You really want me to miss class for my pants?
Thank you.
Like we literally had an assembly meeting to tell them that our pants were okay. It was so bad,
wasting everyone's time. Like, but you're having a whole assembly to tell me what I can and can't wear. Like, this could have been an email. Like,
this could have been an email. Oh my God.
Really? But oh boy. Also, yeah, we definitely had it pretty tough. I feel like we had to maneuver our way of, in terms of like polo wearing and like khakis, and like we were risking it with our pants and stuff. I gotta say, probably after halfway through sophomore year, I just gave up on the polo.
My gosh, the polo challenge was like, oh my God, I heard they have a polo check next block. Does anyone have a polo I can borrow? Yeah. Or leave a polo in your locker? Give me the code. Can I get it later? Like, people were trading polos just to have a collar be showing. Crazy. People
would go to the extent of like cutting out the collar of a polo, and then they'd be like, oh, now you have to show the bottom of it too. I'm like, you know what? At some point, I just started wearing like jackets and like not a polo underneath. And if our dean would say anything to me, he was like my boy. I'm like, what's up? And he'd be like, Micaela, and I'm like, yeah, okay,
what's
bud,
up?
We're like, okay. He's like, where is it? I'm like, you don't care, neither do I. So I'm gonna
go. That's
but then the teachers who actually cared,
it was such a stressful time going to class. Like, I'm stressing about a quiz. You really want to see what shirt I'm wearing. But anyways, that's another thing they kind of became lenient over. Remember how it had to be our school logo? Like, it had to be like our school sponsored polo. They let you wear any polo. No. Any polo. No. Yeah. They let you wear any polo now. As long as it's like a collared shirt.
Because it was Land's End. That was the thingy.
Yeah, but it had to have our logo. Remember, it was either here on the chest or it was on the sleeve.
That's right.
It could be any polo now. Like, you can go to Target and buy a plain polo, which is cheaper, which is nice for like lower income people. But like, they were such sticklers about that. Like, it had to be school logo stuff. But yeah, it's they're a lot more lenient now too. So they're like lenient altogether.
That's
times
crazy.
have changed. Really it's only been 5 years, and y'all just want to like shit on everything that we were fighting for. But I mean,
disrespectful.
Truly disrespectful. I don't appreciate that. Who do I need to talk to? Actually, it's not that worth it, but
I know it's like not worth it anymore. It's in the past. But shout out to the kids who don't have to go through that.
Lucky.
But y'all got to dress a lot harder now. You got to really think about what you need to wear, and that's partially it. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I like that I didn't have to think that hard. Like, I would just like throw on whatever pants, put on a polo, crew neck.
Yeah.
Didn't have to think. The hardest thing I would have to think about is probably shoes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Especially if you get to buy a new pair, like if there's a new school year, or I geeked out about like my backpack. So every time I got a new chance to get a backpack back then, like my new JanSport backpack, because they had hella cute prints back then. I was like, what is going to be my backpack of choice for the next like 4 years? Like, what am I going to yeah, so that was fun to buy a new printed backpack, but that was about it.
I feel that. When I transitioned over to the I fell to the white girl game of the Longchamp bags. Longchamp, I don't know how to say it.
I don't know either.
I fell to it, and my shoulder hates me to this day. Both of them. Like, why did I do that? There was way too much in there. I don't know. I wish I had a backpack.
I forgot that was a thing. That was a really good. Oh my God, y'all white girls with your Lulu lunch bags.
I didn't do that. That was not me. I don't know her. That was not me.
Did you have a Camelback?
I think I had a Camelback at one point, and except ever since I stopped using it, because I think I like chewed on the like mouthpiece too much.
Yeah, those didn't last.
I've kept
you did end up getting
two today.
That was you.
Wow.
This is not the same one from high school. I am not grimy, but I keep it because it's nice and it gets the job done.
Yeah. Damn.
Exactly.
Yeah, Micaela's a different breed of white girl. You know, she's like our top tier white girl.
She built different.
Thank you. Oh, she built different. Oh yeah. No, I can at least say I didn't have the Lululemon lunch bag. No longer do I wear Uggs. Also, I think I stopped like senior year.
You did stop.
Because like they're expensive and for what? And they just like are snow boots. Weirdly, I'm like, I don't need this. I don't.
I did wear them to school at one point for a good couple weeks, and I was like, I'm not comfy. Like, it's cute like in the morning, but then you walking throughout the entire day, and you're like, these aren't comfy anymore.
Nope.
My
no support.
My feet be sweating.
Right.
Do people still wear do girls still wear Uggs? Is that a thing? Or
I think this
back
a little bit.
I think
Yeah.
it's coming back.
It started more with like Ugg slippers because like they're just like cute like slip-ons, but then some people are trying to bring back like yoga pants with the Uggs, like a good like 2005 2007 moment, and then but I think it's still like what's taking over Doc Marten still. So like a good thick black Doc Marten.
Do y'all have dogs?
No, I'm not cool. Like I said, my cousin today did, and I'm like, I'm not cool enough. Like I could not. Yeah. I could never.
I don't even know what I would. I don't even have the clothes to wear with it.
I'm like, I wear my Timbs, but they're also like dirty, so it's fine. Like, I have black ones, so that's it. I'm like, I don't.
Oh, the black ones, yeah, that's a different vibe. I thought you said they're brown ones, and I was like, that's bold. Like not like to you, like wearing brown ones are really bold. Like I could never.
No, they wouldn't look good on me. That's for sure. The black ones, I'm like, I'll take it because I also use them as like working boots too. So I'm like, screw it. But the docs, yeah, I feel like you can't. I don't know how to wear them. So
it's a certain vibe of people that like are like top tier as well. Like I can't reach you, but I'll just admire from afar.
Hey.
Yeah,
I'll admire you on Instagram. Let me give you a couple likes and put like hard eyes on your comments.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of regulations, did y'all play like any like intramurals or CYO sports or anything? Because that was a whole different type of strict, in my opinion.
In elementary school, she was a triple threat with that volleyball, basketball, and soccer. Ooh. I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding.
She said she's training for the Olympics.
I'm just kidding. Please don't cover me.
Winter and summer. I'm living Team USA.
No. But I think only soccer for around like 7th and 8th grade. But yeah, basketball and volleyball.
You've been a baller.
True.
I'm here.
Oh boy.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I can't remember anything. I can't remember anything specifically. Like what did you say? Like,
so like CYO is probably more when you were talking about like elementary, middle school, and then I think we had intramurals at our school for high school.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's like the only things.
I like playing sports are fun, and like in elementary school it's like all fun and games. Like who's really taking it seriously? But I'll never forget in the 5th grade when my C team was only of like the A, B, and C to make it to the championships. Right. And Micaela, I can't remember if it was your school that we beat.
Oh, probably.
Probably. Did you guys have the red uniforms?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we had the red St. Stephen Cougars. Yeah.
Wait, did you go to school with
No.
Okay. But yeah, I just remember it was her team and we were like the only team to like make to the championship. And I was like 5th grade. I was like, we're ballers or whatever. Don't go to
No. But then what had happened was
and then high school didn't do any sports, just basketball and intramurals, and that was all fun and games.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel it. What was it? Elementary, grammar school? I say grammar school. I did, volleyball, soccer, basketball, except I hated soccer. Like, I was never good at it. The ball would, like, come my way, and I'm like,
it's
I'm
scary.
hella hard. Like, I don't want it. And then eventually, I think, last, like, 8th grade, I was like, I am not playing soccer because I'm not putting myself through that again. It doesn't matter. So I just played volleyball and basketball. High school, I didn't really play. I, like, played intramurals, but not, like, religiously. I remember and I tried out for basketball freshman year.
Did you guys do that too? Wait, we all tried out freshman year?
Yeah.
I'm triggered.
Yeah. And it broke my heart because they looked at me and said, nope. And I was like, all right.
Oh my God.
And then that's what led me to go like try out for Lax, and then just played Lax, played on Stanford club team, and then here I am not doing anything with Lax anymore.
Dude, you went off with Lax.
It was fun, I will say. It was a good time.
I literally forgot. We all tried out. Are you saying we all tried out for basketball freshman year at the same time?
Yeah, we did.
So that was a good time. I didn't expect to make it. The only reason I tried out is because my parents wanted me to. And I did 8th grade B team basketball, first of all. There was only an A and a B team, and I was on the B team. So that should tell you enough. And that was the first time I've ever played competitive basketball. It was in CYO. It was fun. Like, I wish I was more athletic and I could have started earlier. So that was traumatizing in itself. But I just don't think I do well with sports as much as I wish I could. So there was that. Getting cut freshman year in high school. And then I had nothing to do. And then I made some friends were like, hey, we desperately need people for the golf team. And I was like, I've never played golf in my life. I've never held a golf club. So they just saw me swing a couple times. They were like, can you get access to golf clubs? And I said, yes. They said, you're on the team. I said, let's go. So then, so it's a fun hobby that I'm glad got integrated in my life at one point. Oh, and then intramurals, I kind of joined badminton because that shit got heated. Intramurals in high school got a little heated no matter what sport. I don't know why it was so intense. It was like 40 minutes of a lunchtime and everyone would come back to class like drenched in sweat, like parched as hell. Like if it was basketball, people would literally bring their shoes like to change in like their basketball shoes and bring their own ball. Badminton, people brought their own rackets. Volleyball was pretty different. Some people just brought their shirt to play in since they didn't want to get their polo sweaty. Or intramurals like intramurals got intense.
Y'all remember like in the morning announcements, you know how you could like make your own name for your team in intramurals, and they would read off these goofy names in the morning, and I'm like, it is like, what is that audio? It is 7 a.m. Like, it is just, these names are goofy.
Chill, chill, like ease me
like
into
your
this.
mom's lover. I'm like, whoa, what?
Yeah, and mind you, these are ones that got approved because people would write them down, give them to like the moderator, and then they'd be like, no, it's a little inappropriate. Hand it back to them and be like, okay, this is better. And I'm like, how did you approve that? Like,
it's like the same thing.
Literally.
Yeah, they played you, but I mean, it's fine. But I forgot about morning announcements. There'd be morning announcements, and there'd be
prayer. Oh my god,
prayer. Oh my god, especially if you had that like those teachers that made you do it in the beginning, and we had to name our founders. I still remember my founders. It's all.
Oh yeah,
I think I do. List them out now. You won't.
Oh, wow.
We
pray for us. Pray for us.
Saint.
Pray for us.
Saint.
Pray for us.
Live Jesus in our hearts
forever. Oh wow!
It's so ingrained in my head. I can't get
it out. I can't get it out.
Just engrave that shit on my tombstone, bro.
It's gonna be on my.
It's gonna be on our tombstones, but like not because we want it, because they're gonna put it on for us.
I know there's gonna be a little school logo in the corner or something. Like, they own us. Like, I can still go to church and say like prayers and stuff. Like, that has been ingrained in my muscle memory so hard.
And people find that like so, like, for people who didn't go to Catholic school, they find that so like weird. I'm like, it's my life.
I'm like, that's just how it was. I mean, I don't.
That's just how I was raised.
When you mentioned the logo, it made me think how we, our freshman year, had like the nice, like good, like we had a nice logo, and then after that they switched it to something else, and I'm like,
It's like
copyright. So
like,
I don't know how
like,
much detail we
Yeah.
can get into, but we had basically the same mascot as Notre Dame. So like Seamus,
Yeah.
like the Irish, like little leprechaun, and then we just had to change it completely because it was, I think Notre Dame. I think we actually got in trouble with Notre Dame pretty much. It was like some copyright or something. I'm like, who's paying attention to a little high school in the city? But whatever.
Exactly. Like it's just switched up to something not cute at all, and like it switched up all the logos on everything, and I'm like, we looked
they rebranded
before,
every single thing.
Yeah. And for what? You did this for what?
Yeah.
crazy.
Weird.
And I just think it's funny that how like a mascot can literally be like just, I don't know if like we can keep this
Like
in,
claimed.
Like I don't know. I just think that's weird.
Yeah.
That was also the mascot for my elementary school, and I was like, damn.
True.
Oh wow, you Irish all the way. Yeah, I'm hella Irish.
She went through. I feel that. I was a mascot in 8th grade. If we talk about mascots. Yeah.
You were a mascot.
You were like in the suit?
Mm-hmm. I was in the suit. You know what? I feel like people voted for me as a joke
dream.
because it'd be like that. But it was really fun. I didn't do it at every game because it was just like when I did it at the pep rallies, I will say it was amazing. Like it was just like no one knew who I was, obviously, like the little kids or anything, but like I'd go out there and like do these little skits. Like I was dancing around, like having a great time. But I took that thing off and it was like I lost 10 pounds from how much sweat was in there. And also, it wasn't that great. It was like probably from like the 1970s or something. It was an old ass, like holes in it. Like it was a cougar. We were the Cougars. Also, people always make fun of that. They're like, you guys are the Cougars. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't get it. And now I get it. But
right. You're like, why are you trying to diss an 8-year-old? But okay.
Yeah, thank you, right. But being the mascot was fun. Definitely didn't fully live up to my duties. I would give the outfit to like my friends when I was at a game because I'm like, I don't want to put it on right now. And they're like, I'll do it. And I'm like, okay, go for it.
Yeah. It was a cool thing to do. Like, let me see the mascot head. And they'd be like, this is kind of hot and stinky. They'd be like, yeah, try doing that while doing physical activity.
Yeah.
That's so like funny.
The, what is it? Original or like basic smell, like a basic Febreze smell and just like the bottle.
Yeah.
That smell, if I smell it anytime, no matter where I am, I could be on Mars and I could smell it and I'm like, oh my God, it's that suit. I'm like, I'm scared.
I'm scared. That's, oh God. I used to want to be a mascot. God damn, that's so cool that you were a mascot.
I think you'd be a good mascot.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Very high energy and stuff. Yeah. I just realized I've been to 2 schools that changed their like branding like towards the end of me going there. So like one was our high school and then the other one, we didn't have a mascot really. It was just like, so our, it would just say our school name up top and then your number, whatever for the jerseys. And we just go by like our school name. And like, I think it was just our very last year. So 8th grade, we became the Huskies out of nowhere. I think we maybe voted on it, but we became the Huskies. So that's the only reason I have an experience with like a mascot costume. So at least this one was brand new because we've never been Huskies before. So I can't imagine an old costume like that. But like we'd have friends being like, oh my God, you didn't put your head on yet? Can I go in it? And it was like hot and musty. And I'm just like, you wear that the whole 10 minutes dancing?
It was too much.
Crazy.
Too much.
Props to mascots. It's
thank you.
It's hard work.
It's gross. The smell.
Ew, she's getting flashbacks. You can see it on her face.
Oh God. I'm having like war flashbacks. Wow.
Yeah, like the more we talk about things, the more I like remember like very vivid details, and I'm like, that really happened. Like that wasn't like a bad dream or anything. It happened. I was living in it, but
not a fever dream. No,
it's fine.
Oh boy.
God.
I feel like at least for my school or like my class, so I had a pretty big class out in the East Bay. So there's like we had preschool through 8th grade. I only went there kindergarten through 8th, and each grade had 2 classes. So like 1A, 1B for 1st grade, 3A, 3B, 3rd grade. And they were pretty sizable. I realized I had a really big class compared to you guys in SF. We had 30 kids in each class. So I graduated with 60 kids.
Damn.
Wait, that's like me.
You graduated with 60 people?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, you had 1A, 1B too?
Well, we didn't name them like that, but you
had separate classes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, but a lot of the SS schools only had small classes. Like, you know the sweaters where it has your graduation year, it has everyone's names?
Yeah.
I only see classes who have like 15 to 30 names on their sweaters. And we fit all 60 on our sweater. That's how I knew I had a bigger class than everyone else. No, I'm saying you're okay. I'm saying other schools in the city had very small classes.
Wait, Micaela, how many people did you have in your class?
We had anywhere between like 28 and 32. Yeah, in my class. That's why I was always shook, because I was like, oh.
And if you go...
Yeah, had 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
If you go farther in Daly City or like Pacifica, they literally had like 12, 15 people classes. That's how small their classes are. No, like there's other schools in the city that have really small classes. Like,
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but that's why when people knew each other in high school, it's like they knew each other from other schools because their class was so small. So you get to know another small class. But anyway, so that was that. So with having a big class, you wouldn't move with the same class every year. So like you just get like it would switch around a little bit, like whatever. Yeah. So you got to know pretty much all of your 60 classmates throughout like going through like 10 years of schooling with them. But there'd be like not peer pressure so much, but kind of why I asked about cliques, so like kind of clique drama. It's like typical middle school drama, like, oh, you said you liked her. What if I tell her? Like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, do you want to be your girlfriend? Like those middlemen, those messengers. Ask FM brought so much drama to my life. Facebook messages, AIM messages brought so much drama to my life. And I definitely fed into it. So I was definitely part of it. But there was other times where like I just wanted to talk to this guy. I'm so sorry that I triggered you.
Yeah.
But all that weird shit. Oh my God. In middle school was when I first started cussing. I wish I could go back and just stop cussing so damn much, but I can't. That it like sparked everything. But other than that, I had a really good group of friends. And another thing, sorry, but like since I went on the East Bay, I don't know how that really affected the demographic of my class, but I had a very diverse Catholic school back there compared to our high school, at least. Our high school is already kind of diverse, but compared to my elementary grammar school class, my grammar school was very diverse. So I got lucky with that I didn't just have straight, like, very smart white people or very, like, model minority Asians or anything. So it was, like, super eye-opening and diverse for me. So that's nice.
I don't know if my elementary school is that diverse. I mean, there were definitely some people of color. Okay, like, to put it in perspective, I was, like, one of, like, the tannest people in our grade. If that, and you know how like light skin I am.
Yeah.
So, if that just makes you, the more you know.
That's crazy.
You know? But I used to be hella tan in elementary school. Like I was looking at old, your old ID cards or whatever, and I was like, damn, who was she?
Yeah, you look like if we needed like a depictor, I feel like Kia back then looks like a darker manila folder. Like a little darker than a manila folder. That's the shade of like yellow brown that she is.
Yeah. Imagine that. So if that puts but yeah, I definitely had my good friend of like other people. Yeah, like my best friend in elementary school, like she was Nicaraguan, so she was cool. Nice.
Wow, diverse. We love diversity.
Something like that. And then sorry, this is kind of random, but I think it's so cute. Did you guys do those international days or whatever? I
did not.
No.
Oh my God. So I just loved that we did that. Because I was in there was a Filipino show, and it's not I can't remember what it's called. Marino, with these. It was like this. Those? Yeah. Okay, so I did that in the show. And I just liked International Day because everyone was like, "Oh wow, that's because like mostly we just see like Irish dancing because fighting Irish. That's all.
So then it's just like International Day, like show your heritage type thing.
Yeah,
I did that in preschool.
No, we did that every year. We did that every year, and I was like,
"Oh shit,
love that for her."
Oh nice.
Sorry, I just that was something random that like that's like the most into what I did for like anything with elementary school because I was in that show.
That's pretty cool though. Micaela, it seems like you're a little 180 on this.
Yeah, we were not diverse we mostly were, it was mostly white and Asian kids, I would say.
We love the stereotypes.
Yeah,
They stem from
like,
somewhere.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, sounds good, y'all. I mean, that's why I was like, when we went to our high school, I was like, okay, this is nice because like it's more diverse. I'm like, why wasn't it like this before? But
yeah,
my grammar school, in my opinion, was problematic in itself. So I'm not surprised with what they were. Lord knows what the administration was doing. I don't know. But yeah, no, I mean, it was really nice to see, the transition from my grammar school to, an actual high school that's like diverse and, just a lot more fun. Like there's, exactly.
No, sorry. This is on a random note. But did you guys have sisters as teachers at all?
No.
No, we didn't really have the church presence so much on like campus, but we like knew the fathers and stuff. Like they did mass every week. We like knew them. Like no, other than our high school where they were in the library and stuff. They didn't teach us, but they were like staff,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was definitely interesting. We didn't have sisters, but I mean, if anything, most of my like 98 or 99% of the teachers and just employees at my grammar school were women. We had like one male teacher. Yeah. Oh. We had two and then he left and then we had one and he was a 6th grade teacher. He was great. But yeah, other than that, no. But
I had mostly women too. Now thinking about it, it wasn't until like we got like more to like the middle school grammar grades that we had more men. And especially as I was leaving and stuff, they were bringing in more men, which is interesting to me. Yeah.
I think the only male teachers we had were both for 5th grade and then like the computer teacher.
Oh my God, computer lab. That's where I learned everything. Sometimes I miss little things. That's where you learn to type. You know how you were supposed to have your little finger on the grooves and type properly. And then when the teacher wasn't looking, you would cheat because this is uncomfortable.
And that's why I don't know how to type to this day.
True.
But I still type faster than I would if I were like doing this weird, like having my fingers up. Maybe I'd be able to play the piano. I don't know, but like I can't type on Mavis Beacon like that. They're like, you did like 20 words a minute. I'm like, yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing like this. Give me like these fingers, and I'm like, I can go. Like I can go.
I know. Oh yeah, huh? I only use 6 as well. Weird.
Right? Not my pinkies. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, pinky's useless for typing. But in terms of stereotypes, I think we got pretty lucky on the end of like diversity, at least, and like inclusion, because maybe it's a city thing, but I also, like I said, I grew up in East Bay for that part. So, but that part was pretty diverse. So I guess Bay Area in general kind of helped. But like other weird things I've heard is that you have to be rich to go to private school. It's true. It's freaking expensive. Like the prices now are getting very close to some college tuition prices, which is scary for when we have kids or if we have kids. So yeah, they do offer a good amount of support sometimes, but it is like pretty much a good sacrifice to get to these schools. Yeah. The diversity factor. You don't actually have to be Catholic to go to a Catholic private school or like Christian to go to a Christian private school. Yeah, you do. And it sounds like it would be, but you don't have to be, which is interesting. And like there's nothing that like they don't like force the religion on you or anything. Except when you like I had to go to mass every week, like with our entire school. So that's kind of a little thing, but you kind of get what you kind of sign up for. But it's not like they say like if you don't go to mass this week, like you're banished from the gates of heaven or whatever. So it's like they don't like instill fear in you for not like following. But you don't have to follow the religion to join the schools and stuff like that. But everything else, if you can think of like literally any other stereotype, you're probably right. But that's about it.
Yeah, I can't think of any others. I will say, in terms of not having to like, follow that religion or anything, but still being able to go to Catholic school. I remember some of my friends weren't religious. And it was cool. I mean, granted, of course they would, still make them go to mass, but it was like if they, communion, like they walk up, but they just did like this and then they just got like a
blessing. The blessing.
Yeah. And they were like, they given the option of, receiving, what was it, like your first Holy Communion or like the 2nd grade? Like the whole get up and all that.
Yeah.
Which I thought was like, you know, nice. They weren't, like you said, like
That's
you're not going to
true.
enter heaven or whatever if you don't do this.
Yeah, like shame you or anything. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I forgot like if they were to go to church, they were very like, at least the churches we went to, it seems like they were very open. They would offer blessings and offer if you want to take one of the sacraments or something, or take the steps to the sacrament. And then when we went to reconciliation in high school, like it was even if you were Catholic or practicing whatever religion, you had the choice if you wanted to do confession that day. Like everything was a lot more like optional. So that was nice. That's true. I didn't think about that. Forgot about crossing your arms. We had to do that until we did communion.
It is so funny when they're like, God bless you.
And then am I done? Like, what do I buy?
Yes. And then when we finally got that wine, it was lit.
Oh my God, yeah. There's
boy.
some parts of Catholic school that are really funny. Like the little steps we took. Oh my God. Funny.
Wait, were either of you guys altar servers?
Yes.
I never did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that? I kind of wanted to do it, but I had I think that's when looking back now, I had anxiety for sure. So I didn't want to be in front of all those people, but how was that? It was you were kind of cool if you did it, not gonna lie.
It was like, oof.
I think I only did it in like 8th grade because I knew at the end you get like this trip to like a water park or whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The altar server picnic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
I remember, I think the first time I had to do it, like for real, we got like the mean priest, and he was like, it was like all the worst possible people. Like it was 4 of us, and I was like, and of course I don't know what I'm doing, and I was hoping the other people did, and of course they didn't. I was like, someone please shoot me. And then, yeah, it was stressful, but like I'm sure if I had like done it earlier, I would have like known like what to do and whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least I got to the water park. So.
True. That was what was worth it in the end.
She did it. She made it happen.
Yes, sir.
I think I did it. I think altar servers started in like 6th grade for us. And I mean, with all my siblings and stuff, they were all altar servers. And so I was like, okay, I'll do it. I mean, what could be the harm in that? Like, there was no harm except, you know, if you had to wake up at like 7:30 in the morning to go to an 8 a.m. mass or something. I don't know if, Keith, you had this, that I just remembered on like the big masses, you would have the option if you wanted to do it and you get paid for it, maybe like $20 or something, or like, they would be like, here's a little envelope. I'm like, wow.
Dude,
I'm like, y'all probably pulled this out of the basket of
church money. That's what I'm saying. Hello.
Not fair.
Yep. But other than that, it was like you show up, and if you mess up, then like why did you do that? And I'm like, bro, I'm like 4 years old. I don't know what I'm doing. But
a 4-year-old altar server. Yep.
Really. And like most of the time, one of our main priests, I would say, I'm like a little like I said, a 4-year-old. I'm like up there just sitting next to the priest, and the main guy, he'd be like asleep. He's like up at the altar, and he's like chilling in his big chair, and like someone's talking. I'm not sure if it's like, I don't know if he gives the gospel. I can't remember, or someone's giving his bishop next to him's like doing his big monologue, and he's sitting there. And he's just like snoring, and I'm like, do I have to like nudge him and like wake up? I don't know if he's gonna wake up.
He was like actually asleep. Oh my God.
Yeah. He's just chilling. I'm like, but then he wakes up. He's like, all right, now we're gonna. I'm like, how did you? What?
Where were you? Like, that's funny. Yeah, I was worried that if I don't pay attention enough already, I was like, how am I gonna know the cues of like what to do? Like, I'm gonna literally mess up. But I never had to go through it, so that's another stressful event I didn't have to go through. But I just realized I was involved in choir. I did sing for all of our masses in middle school. It was a good time. It was so fun. We was like, oh my God, it was such a good time. And that's when me and all my friends did it. So it was like, we would just chill after school and like sing songs. And then when you become an 8th grader, there's like more 8th grade led masses and stuff. So like our graduation mass, and it was just like me and my 3 friends just all around a mic, and we had to sing one song. We were like, we're so cool. Like, we're singing for the whole church. We're so cool. The whole parish.
Got this.
So yeah, that was my involvement in church, was a choir girl.
Hell yeah. No pun intended.
Do you think you'd put your kids in private school?
No.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Mm.
For what?
Mostly also because of like a lot of the things I've learned from it. Like, I'm not saying all of it was bad. There were some good things here and there, but also considering, like we said before, how expensive it's becoming too.
Yeah, that stresses me out.
It's a lot. I'm like, listen, I gotta pay for my loan still. So like, I don't know about y'all.
Right. Unless Biden
Same.
come through September 2021. But
Please.
Dude, same.
Please.
okay. Why are you yelling?
Wait, did you say it got pushed to September?
No, it like the interest got pushed, but he like by then he can still cancel them. He can still cancel
Who are
up
you
to.
hurting?
I think he's like his price tag was like at least 50,000 for every kid or every student. I mean, if he gets to cancel it, but apparently it's not up to him. But everyone else is saying he can literally do it anytime. But whatever, I don't know. I'm not in politics.
Want us to suffer? But okay.
God damn.
Yeah. So yeah, tuition is definitely one thing. And I also think location's a big thing because if you succumb to like the public school system in the area that you're in, sometimes unfortunately, like at least in the US, it's not the best education system. So depending like where you are and where the public schools are in your city, you might not be getting the best education because it might be like underfunded or overcrowded classes or something. So it really depends on like hella factors about where you might send your kid. So I'm pretty much on the fence on that, but yeah, I think the tuition thing is really pushing me back over the fence. But and I think I'd send my kid back.
Nice.
Yeah,
I respect it.
Go off.
Yeah. Wow, that was a whole. This has been a whole. Just my mind wasn't prepared. I feel like I should have prepared more for this. I don't know how I would.
Welcome to the show.
I love it. I'm so happy.
We just have existential crisis and mental breakdowns live on camera for you.
There it is. You can get it all in one for payment of $19.99.
GoFundMe down below for our student debt.
Drop the link, please.
But yeah, I think that's about it for this week's episode. Just wanted to take a pause and say thank you, Micaela, for coming. It was a very lively episode for three women who aren't feeling that great today, but I think we like fed off each other's energy and like it was a good time, and we hope to have you back eventually. But Kia, did you have anything else to add?
I didn't, but Micaela, is there anything you wanted to plug or say?
I am the plug. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. You know what? I had to do it. I don't have anything to plug. I am just living my life. You know what? It just be like that. I just want to say thank you though for having me because I am so honored. I am so honored to be here, and I will gladly be back if you will have me.
Oh my God,
I hope this doesn't plummet in ratings because I'm here, but you know, I'm gonna continue to listen. I'm so excited. I'm just wow. Thank you for having me. I feel so honored.
Yeah, shout out our favorite white girl.
Love the energy.
We out here.
Love it.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time.